keep on running, planning, running, planning. Oh yeah, I keep on running, planning, running, planning. Oh yeah, I keep on running, planning, running, planning. Oh yeah, I keep on running, planning, running, planning. Oh yeah, I keep on running, planning, running, planning. Oh yeah, I keep on running, planning, running, planning. Oh yeah, I keep on running, planning, running, planning. Oh yeah, I keep on running, planning.
Fairy Tale Part 1. This is a ghost story. Is it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is a ghost story that hasn't happened yet, but we'll tell it to you now, so you'll know. Our father tells us ghost stories, or things that sound like that, although they are really stories about sadness. One of us felt the difference. Me, I did. Yes, she did. This one is like those ones because all real ghost stories are just stories about sadness. Sadness that sits on your shoulders and lurks around corners and surprises you in the night. Sadness that slips through time and follows you down. We will tell you all of it and more, but in our own time, in our own way. Please be patient with us. We are brave, but we are little. Fairy tale pitch. This is a fairy tale. I thought we said ghost story. You said it was a ghost story. This is a fairy tale with ghosts in it. I don't like it. You don't have to like it. It isn't up to you. It isn't up to us. A fairy tale always has ghosts in it. This is a fairy tale about two sisters, about their family. This is a fairy tale about four people who turned into two, who turned into one, and how that one still had the other three to carry with her. About how this can be tricky if that one wished to move on, to grow, to change. This is what fairy tales are about, no? A girl, a problem, a solution. Fin. This is what some fairy tales are about. The good ones feel like ghost stories, because they are. Yes, they are. The fairy tale goes something like this. Once upon a time there were four people, a mummy, a daddy, and two little girls. The mummy and the daddy were very good. Very, very good. They were responsible and caring and fun and sweet. They were also sad. All the time they were sad. Even responsible, caring, fun, and sweet people can be sad. They can have a sadness that has rooted itself so deeply inside of them they can't get rid of it. They can have a sadness so a part of them it's normal, barely noticed by the two people housing it. Barely. Once one feels this sadness, one can't ignore it. Not this kind. For this wasn't really sadness, but sorrow. Sorrow has a permanent sadness can't quite cover. Sorrow spreads in a way sadness does not, and takes root in those close to it. It can do that. Sorrow is a tree. Sorrow spreads its seeds. It's a fairy tale about an enchanted tree that takes in all of the poison of the earth, takes it into its trunk and its branches and its leaves and holds it there, holds it gold and green for quite some time before the rot starts. It starts at the roots and slowly infects the trunk and the branches and the leaves. Sometimes it can be salvaged. Most of the time, not. And what is a healthy branch with an infected trunk? Firewood. This is a fairy tale about a tree. Once upon a time there was a tree held in green, and then the horror. The tree of the parents who rot with sorrow. The tree of man who rots with disease of the body and mind. But then also the tree of life, of those who live in the house of songs. This is a fairy tale, but you shouldn't dismiss it. Sorrow is real. Green is real. Rot is real. You shouldn't dismiss it. This is a fairy tale about a tree. Once upon a time, there was an enchanted tree. It was strong and green and dying. It was so strong, so robust, and so green you'd never know it was dying. It held bugs in its bark, made a home for squirrels and birds. It fanned its leaves for shade. It grew tall and stretched its branches left and right for privacy and protection. It withstood heat and cold, ice storms and rain, and early frosts and late summers. It shed its leaves countless times, always growing new ones when the timing was right. And everyone said, "Look at that tree. It must have been here for forever." Well, of course it had not. Nothing lives forever. But trees make people feel like they do. Fairy Tale, Part 2. This is a long time ago when they first heard this name, when it was used on them, when it seeped into their consciousness. A story from long ago when they were just girls. A story of a hungry creature, a starving spirit. The story their father told them. "You can't disregard it," he said. "You mustn't disregard anything of this kind. People did, and just look at what happened." "People did, Daddy?" asked the eldest girl. "Yes, people invaded and settled." "Did we?" "In a way." "Did we make it, Daddy? Did we make the spirit?" "No, we just woke it up." The eldest girl nodded, as she was wont to do, satisfied with an answer from a parent. The youngest girl, unusually quiet this night, sat looking out the window of the little bedroom, from the little bed the three of them sat on. Out into the yard and further out, past the fence post, further out, past the neighbor's house, further out, past the fields, further out, past the sleeping cattle, further out, to the forest. And there she went further into the trees, further into the damp, dark soil and soft green leaves, further into the pines, further into the firs, further and further until she reached the center. Here on the right was a small clearing, and here in this clearing stood a woman, green and silver, and before her a harp. And she looked over at the youngest girl as she played, and the earth around her was soft moss, and the trees formed a canopy, so that all was encircled in a pale green light. And the woman smiled at the girl and beckoned for her to come closer. The youngest girl took a step in this direction, but caught something out of the corner of her eye and turned her head to a clearing on the left, and there it was, all in shadow. The blood drained from the girl's body as she heard its heartbeat, smelled its rancor. It reached out from the darkness and held out something that looked neither like a hand nor a paw. Upon this lay the world, the fine details of which were visible to her. The veins of the leaves on the trees, the down on a baby bird's back, the stubble on a pig's chin, the kohl round the hawk's eye. And then the hand retreated into the darkness once more, bringing the world with it. The girl looked to the right, where the woman still stood, more urgent in her motions now. "Please come here. We will take care of you." "But what about the world?" the girl asked. "What happened to the little world?" And a black whisper on the wind answered her. "Come here, girl. You will take care of us."